Tyler with Modern Day Mixtape. Hi guys, welcome to Modern Day. Hi guys, Tyler here with Modern Day Mixtape. And I need to be funny. Oh gosh. The mixtape has made a drastic resurgence in popularity, and it is deserved of its recognition. The reason why this analog format has come back into style is due to the direct translation of, oh geez, that's speaking, because we are speaking to your audience. He's like, you guys are not dumb. You know that we're looking at direct groove translation to a direct magnetic signal. You might not quite look at a magnetic signal as analog as a record. The reason why any of us want to listen to an analog signal as opposed to the convenience and ubiquitousness of a digital signal is it makes you feel like you're there. The directness of the translation of recording is doesn't go down to ones and zeros, doesn't go down to what someone feels their levels need to be drastically after the fact. It's more as soon as that sound from that musician's instrument hits the microphone, the waves are directly imprinted into a format like a plastic vinyl disc that then can be translated much, much easier to a portable format that you can take to your car with portable players. The way that a magnetic tape gets its data is just much more effective in preserving that direct sense of being performed to than many others. So one of the greatest parts about mixtapes is it's not something that you would just make for yourself. You would be able to make mixtapes for others and have others make mixtapes for you. You would be able to share your entire collection of music with someone else. And not only that, you would be able to create a listening experience. And that's what I'm hoping to share with you, is a created, curated listening experience. I have had a young gentleman with intellect in music form me a playlist that I had transferred to a mixtape, and we're now about to have that experience and then relate to you what I thought of the songs and the order and way they were presented in. Stay tuned. Alright, we let off the tape with the Dirty Projectors. Their song, You Can Keep Your Name. You Keep Your Name. We've got really effective vocals, a real deep driving vocal track kind of repeating the chorus throughout the song. It leads off with the verse as well. We start getting, as we progress through the song, into synth sounds and drum beats. Just lays out a real nice little interplay between those drum beats and the synth sounds, and then a strobing reverse flashback pull of the sound every few bars. It just kind of it right back into a little bit of a punch, and it keeps on with that vocal. It would kind of do a vocals track and shift it right in the back reverse. Great song. Has a nice dance mellowness to it. Definitely feel the wave with that one. And I think a wide variety of people would enjoy this track. And it plays well. There's a great way to lead off a tape, and it went right into another little dance one. Got a nice synth basis on this Nightcall, Kavinsky as well. We got female and male vocals on this one, interplaying with a duet, and there is just a nice little chord progression. really synthy, kind of holds the notes and lets it play out. The kick snare drum keeps it together with nice vocoded, really kind of sophisticated with multiple modulations of a vocoded male vocal. And you know, it doesn't have a lot of variety, and it doesn't quite take it to the crescendo that I'd like, but it played out pretty well. I could see that being nice background when you're just kind of rolling it around. Then that went into a bit different. We got the Dandelion machine. That's by the Brotherhood of Lizard. 60s vocals. Really kind of a rocker with multiple harmonized male vocals. Definitely in that British pop band vibe. And it had some psychedelia in there. There was like a bum kick and snare, and he did a good combination drawing with strong solo guitar work, and it would go back and forth between the verse and the solo work. We got a psychedelic jam vibe there too. Cut right to Dr. Dog Phenomenon, a track I haven't heard from Dr. Dog. Really fun banjo with a large band, multiple singers singing very in unison. They practiced together a lot. They were on their spots. Well timed. It's a spirited song. It'll make you feel good. Just kind of, if you let yourself go with it. It's not like my favorite. It's not what I would just play right off the bat, but since it was on the tape, you kind of get it, and it was a good roll. It grew on me. Went right into MGMT. Good transition there. Actually was kind of a nice back-to-back. All we ever wanted was Everything, and the kick snare was kind of very mellow at first. The whole song started stripped down. It had maybe 2-3 drum beats every few measures when we first started out, and the vocals were speaking maybe 2-3 words kind of real melodically. Then it built. That they brought in the synth real heavy. The synth also used strong pitch bend with direct modulation wheeling basically on every note. And it just layered, and then they layered again. Building in volume, echo, and delay. I think a lot of it was a delay effect. They reverbed out real heavy. They kind of zoom, right at ya. Cut to a Grizzly Bear track that I hadn't heard before, Smothering Green. That large cleared singer. It was great to hear the combination of the singer's just direct, clear vocals with the strong guitar playing, individual plucked notes, and then the synth would just kind of shim right off of that. So you kind of have a combination of an acoustic sound, a bit of a stripped down bare sound, with something that sounds really affected and filtered. Back to back kind of continuations of each other's verse notes. Song has a really epic feel. This one is worth multiple listens. Good to have on a tape because it kind of has its own story to it, but you can also see how it would be part of a larger work. And then it went right down to a little sampled mix from this Ali Tarba. And the song name seems bloody impossible. Bloody impossible. Petite, Maline. Midnight Silence. sampled, and I like sampled on beat mixed grooves, and that's what we got right here. You could definitely see yourself bopping around on this one a little bit. Shifts between different grooves, and so the skip over was really seamless. Had a nice kind of a flow through it to where you wouldn't be too disjointed, and you can pick it right up with a new slight dance groove. And the amount of samples, they're not just your run-of-the-mill samples here, from a whole world of the audio lexicon, just kind of thrown at you. And not to be outdone, Justice brings their song Pleasure, and big fan of Justice, been for a long time, and glad they've been hits because it is kind of a dance groove that you wouldn't normally expect to be around as much as it kind of is. And this song in particular is new to me, but it shouldn't be, and I'm already a big fan of it, and it's got a vibe that I think is pretty common, but definitely more vocals than I'm used to from Justice, and it played well with their general real synthy dance computer sound, and loved it. Then we had Out of Control by She Wants Revenge, and good little number. I definitely want to listen to more of this band. It was kind of a stripped down thing, but it had that dance chord progression, and then it had a slight vocoded, slight modifications on the male vocals. The male vocals were very monotone, but that little bit of touch up, as well as the kind of smooth, spaced out, sensual vocals made this want to listen to a lot more of this. Then we had a song called Duplex Trip by Avey, Tare's slasher flick. I have personal experience with trips to duplexes, so I'm going to be interested to compare this song's version to my own experiences of trips to duplexes, which have a particular air about them. I think everyone with experience can have an agreement. And it was a stripped down song. I'm going to have to listen to it a few more times. And it went right to Tennis. Never Work for Free. Man, Tennis is a fun band. They have a good combo, and a lot of their songs work real well. And they're out to something you should listen to, really look into. If you take anything from this, it's probably you should look up Tennis. So this song, Never Work for Free, is a good jam of theirs as well. It's a synth drums, guitar, and female vocals. It's kind of like a good sauce for just listening to good syrups. Then there was Ghost by Jason. Much more basic, just really kind of a good break song. But it went up there too. It built, and it went up on itself. It left us strong. Next we had Oysters by Magic Trip on the tape. It laid you back. Mellow singer with simple instrumentation. And last on the tape is the band Sunlux with their song Pyre. They really laid out a single note synth with a strong variety between the bars. The refrains, every time they had to switch up, and it played out real well. The play out between those vocals and those are kind of arpeggiated synths in the background, and then ever-changing melody on top. Laid it out pretty nice. Not exactly a dance number, but it wasn't as laid back as the track before it, and I thought a good way to end out the whole session. Thanks guys, this has been Tyler. Hope you've enjoyed Modern Day Mixtape.